months old, I started my period. At age 8, I was fully developed, and this is my story. I wasn't passing a lot of blood, so obviously at that age I was still in like nappies. When it first started, my mum was kind of scared because obviously if you're bleeding, you don't know what's happening. I was diagnosed with precocious puberty. That means I started my periods at 18 months old, and due to that, I did start to develop before everybody else. So it was the case of it was just kind of frequent bleeding at that age. It didn't settle down, and then my full-on period started when I was 8 years old, and that's when I started to develop physically as well. So, you know, in that age you are in primary school. So it was just, my boobs were the first things to kind of appear, and I kind of always have been a bit of a curvier girl growing up as well. You know, so at the age of, must have been about 13, 14, I did have significantly larger boobs than everybody else. And obviously when you get into high school, that's kind of when the comments start, and like you get the looks from people, because it's not something that people know about. It's not something that people are educated about either. So yeah, that was quite difficult. I got like extremely bullied. Obviously we weren't educated in it in schools. It's not something that's taught. So I don't blame my friends for not having an understanding of it. So I did just rely heavily on family. And like I say, they just kind of encouraged me to think it was normal for me. So I didn't feel left out or different from everybody else. In year 6 in primary school, that was the year that I started getting the comments from kids in my class. So when we used to go swimming, the girls in my group used to say, oh, you know, she stuffs her bra with like socks and everything. When we went swimming, we all got changed to like a communal changing area. And that was kind of the time that people noticed like I wasn't lying about what I had. And it was shock for everybody. Was Americans who are saying, if you're old enough to bleed, you're old enough to breed. And I think that was a perfect example for me to bring my condition to light, because I did start bleeding at 18 months old. So it is that case of, you know, because it is a rare condition that's not known about, but they're still saying that I was old enough to breed at that age, which is, you know, completely absurd. So yeah, I just decided to just put it out there, and the response I did not expect at all. There was so many positives about people saying that it's happened to them too. It was just so nice being able to know that like I kind of helped somebody else. So it was just a lot of people saying how they didn't realise this thing happened. You know, they were saying how they wish they were taught this in school, because obviously it's not something that is talked about when you get taught sex education, and I think it should be, because I had a lot of responses from young people, but I also had a lot of responses from young mums as well, who they didn't realise this existed. And they were obviously saying like, you know, thank you for educating this in case, you know, this could happen to my child or a child in the future. So that was a really nice feeling as well, getting it across to young mums as well. Luckily, it hasn't affected my fertility at all, and that's always something I was quite scared about growing up, because obviously every woman wants to have children naturally. So being told that from a young age that you might not be able to, it was always kind of that feeling in the back of my head. I think for me that the big lesson I've learned is just to be confident in your own body. If you feel like you don't look normal, which I feel like I didn't because I had boobs when I was 8 years old, don't feel you don't look normal. Like, it's your body is normal to you. Like, I absolutely hated my body, but now I realise that I can stand in the mirror and look at myself and think, oh, that's just normal for me. So, you know, just be confident in yourself.